we are going to learn about factors affecting rate of reaction. Factors affecting rate of reaction. So let us say, for example, if I have something like I have, let us suppose 2A plus B. This is giving you a product that is, let us suppose say we are saying A to B. Okay, it is giving you A to B. Now, what are the factors at which the rate depends? So obviously, number one factor is going to be the concentration of reactant. If I have more reactant, then obviously, let us understand first of all what is a molecular level picture of a reaction. Molecular level picture of a reaction. First of all, the molecular level picture of a reaction is, if I say this reaction, then I have two A molecules. That means I have A molecule, another A molecule, and then there is a B molecule. So these should collide with each other, right? They should collide with each other. Until unless they will collide with each other, the reaction will not happen. So when I say the rate of reaction, then basically we are trying to find about the probability of collision. Probability of collision per unit time. So this is the actual picture that is happening when we talk about the rate of reaction. Okay. Now let us see. When I talk about rate is directly proportional to the probability of collision per unit time, then what I am trying to speak. Now let us change some factors here. Let us suppose we are having 50A and 50B. Now the probability of collision here and the probability of collision in this is the first case and this is the second scenario. Let's suppose I have 5000A.
Sir, can you repeat the first case?
Here I have 50A and 50B. In the second case, I have 5000A and 5000B. Okay, so where do you think there is more probability of collision? First case or second case? I'm just talking about collision, where A and B will collide with each other more frequently. Where will the collision be more frequently? You will see more frequent collision in the case A or case B. No idea. किसी को नहीं पता. केस A और लॉजिक मत सिंपल लॉजिक 7-8 क्लास के केस B 7-8 क्लास के बच्चे के लॉजिक से केमिस्ट्री आप आराम से समझ सकते हैं, ठीक है ना. तो 7-8 क्लास के बच्चे से पूछेगा कहाँ पे ज्यादा लोग टकरा जाएंगे, आप उनको हाँ एटम्स मॉलिक्यूल नहीं बोलिए, आप बोलिए एक फुटबॉल का फील्ड है, यहाँ पे 50 आदमी और यहाँ पे 50 आदमी है, या फिर 100 आदमी कर लीजिए, 50-50 है ना, 100 आदमी, और एक सेम फुटबॉल फील्ड है, सेम साइज का फुटबॉल फील्ड, उसी फील्ड में 1000 आदमी है या 10,000 आदमी, ठीक है. तो कहाँ पे ज्यादा कोलिजन होंगे? वेयर विल यू फाइंड मोर कोलिजन? इन 100 people or 10,000 people? So obviously they will say 10,000 people, right? Simple problem. Now that is why the amount of reactant is very important. So first is the concentration of reactants. If the concentration of reactant is more, then the rate will also be more. But some of you, if you are having your mind on, you will say, sir, concentration is number of moles divided by volume. Whenever we say concentration, we mean molarity in chemistry. Concentration means molarity. As we have seen, pi is equal to CRT. What is C here? Concentration. But what concentration? It is molarity. Okay. Now please see. Number of moles divided by volume. So what about volume? This is something like moles. Then what about volume? Then FCF for sure. We can talk about volume in this way. Let us suppose I have 50A and 50B. In both the cases, I have two cases. In both of them, I have 50A and 50B. But in first case, I have taken a big playground. In second cases, I have taken the half of it. So obviously, the probability of collision will increase as I decrease the volume. That is why we take concentration and we don't talk about the number of moles only. We talk about concentration. That means the rate is proportional to. Rate is directly proportional to the number of moles, and it is inversely proportional to volume. If you increase the volume, then the rate will decrease. If you decrease the volume, the rate will increase. All of you got this? Yes or no? Please tell me. हाँ या ना, जल्दी बताएं.
Yes, sir.
The first thing is the concentration. Now, the mathematical expression. Okay, the mathematical expression in terms of concentration of reactant, which determines the rate of reaction, is called rate law expression. So what is that? Please write. What is rate law? the mathematical expression in terms of concentration of reactant which actually determines the rate of reaction is called rate law expression. So now for a general reaction AA plus BB gives you CZ and DD. So here the reactants are A and B. Then what we can say, the rate law is देखिए सबसे पहले थोड़ा सा हल्का डेरिवेशन कर देते हैं आप लोग के लिए ना. सी the rate will be proportional to concentration of A. Rate will be proportional to concentration of A. Now, please remember that all the reactant species are not equal, right? A and B both will be different, है ना? The reactivity of A and the reactivity of B will be obviously different. So depending on the reactivity of A and B, if A is more reactive, please understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Please don't write anything. If A is more reactive, then what will happen? Let us suppose the rate of reaction is something R1. At this time, I have A and B, 1, 1. Now, if I double the amount of A, then the rate will become R2. If I double the amount of B, then the rate will become R3. Okay? Now, what I am saying, reactivity of A is greater than B. A is more reactive. तो बताइए फायदा कहाँ पे? A is more reactive than B. Then what do you think? Where is the profit? Where will the rate increase more? When I increase the amount of A or amount of B? Tell me, guys.
Amount of A, sir.
Amount of A. So obviously, even though if we have doubled the amount of A in R2 and we have doubled the amount of B in R3, but both of them are not going to have similar effect on the rate of reaction. They will not have similar effect on the rate of reaction. So to consider that, there is a term that is known as order. So order, for example, A, it will be raised to the power of N, and N, it tells you about it. See, this is not there in your syllabus. You don't have to learn it, but you can understand it in this way. Order, what does order tells you about? Order tells that if I am going to increase the amount of A, then how will the reactivity, how will the rate of reaction be affected? So A is one reactant. So R will be also proportional to the B. Now B will have some other reactivity. That is why its order will be also different. So let us report what we can write. इसको ना N नहीं करके इसको M और N कर दे, PQ कर देते. I think PQ is used by NCERT or MN. I don't remember exactly now. Okay. Now what I can see from both the proportionalities, I can write rate, it is equal to some constant K multiplied by A to the power of P and B to the power of Q. Sometimes it was seen earlier when chemistry started and chemical kinetics was being studied, then earlier it was seen that for some reaction, for some elementary reactions, not very complex reaction, the P and Q were equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. They were equal to the stoichiometric coefficient, but it is not true for all the reaction. And it's not true for all the reaction. It is true for only a few reactions. So please remember, the stoichiometric coefficient has nothing to do with the P and Q. Okay. And this P plus Q, what is P? P is order with respect to A, and Q is order with respect to P. And the sum of P plus Q is known as order of reaction. From here, you will have the simplest and the easiest question. Please write.
Sir, for example, if it is H2 means the molecule number will be as P?
No, that is experimental.
What will be P, sir?
No, P will be the order of reaction. You cannot determine P just by writing a reaction. You have to do experiment with that. Now, how to determine the order of reaction? That, I mean, you will have data, and from data you can derive what is the order of reaction. Okay. For example, rate it is given as, so see, in a chemical, see, chemical equation is a theoretical thing, right? You can write it here, but you cannot determine this reaction here and the order of reaction. It is not related in, and it is not related. You have to do the reaction, then only you will understand. The rate, it is equal to K, concentration of A to the power half, and concentration of B to the power 3 by 2. What is the order of reaction? Write in the chat, guys. Question number 1. Order of reaction. Order of the complete reaction. Order of reaction. Question number 2. Simple questions, very simple. और ये आते हैं, बोर्ड का सवाल है ये, ठीक है? A, concentration of A is 3 by 2. Concentration of B, and the power is -1. What is the order? हाँ, फिया उसको ऐड तो करो. ये लिख के आएंगे आप बोर्ड में, फिया ऐड तो करो, उसको ऐड नहीं करना. Guys, please send the answers quickly. Please send the answers quickly. Others, please send the answer. नहीं समझ में आया? शायद correct, very good. Aliza, Deborah, Hafsa, this is very simple answer. Very simple. Tarif, second one is not right. Tarif, please check the second one. Second one not right. Fia, second one is not right. Tarif, second one is not right. Tarif, second one is not right. You guys don't know how to add or subtract fractions. Hafsa, very good. Hafsa, correct. Hafsa, very good, correct. You guys don't know how to, oh my God, Fia, you don't know how to add fractions or what? Hanji. See, order of reaction for the first one, 1 by 2 plus. Deborah, you did not give me any answer. Now, why are you here then? 4 by 2. That will be equal to 2. Order of reaction, 3 by 2. Here you have -1, so it will be -1. Plus -1. Okay, so plus into minus will be equal to minus. So 3 by 2 -1. This will be equal to how much? So cross multiplication 1 1. Butterfly method. I hope you guys remember this at least from the smaller classes, right? So 3 1s are 3 minus 2 divided by 1. So 3 minus 2, it is equal to what? Half. और ये समझिए ना, 3 by 2 इसको आना चाहिए 1.5 होता है. -1 कीजिएगा तो कितना? 0.5 बचेगा. 3 by 2 is 1.5. Deborah has sent me on WhatsApp. Correct, correct. Very good. Simple questions. Is everyone done? सबने लिख लिया, हाँ या ना? Okay, Sia. Sia, turn your mic on, please.
Yes, sir.
Any problem till here?
No, sir. -1 by 1.
What is the LCM? 2 and 1. What will be the
2
LCM?
into 1.
2 into 1. Yeah. अच्छा, one thing, I mean, बहुत सारे तरीके हैं यहाँ पे explain करने के. See, we can add or subtract a fraction only if the what is same, numerator or denominator. What should be same? Add or subtract.
Denominator is same.
Okay, so how can we? So I have to make this one 2, right? So I will multiply 2 here, and when I multiply 2 in the denominator, I have to multiply 2 in the numerator also to make it equivalent. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So 3 minus 2, not 2, 2. So we can take common like this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
3 minus 2, it is equal to 1. 1 by 2.
Sir, but this answer I sent you, right, sir? 1 by 2.
Minus 1 by 2 लिखा है आपने, देखिए.
Okay, sir.
Minus 1 by 2 लिखा है ना.
Yeah, yes, sir. The sign.
साइन नहीं, वो आंसर गलत है. उससे ऐसा नहीं कि माइनस साइन है, वो आंसर पूरी गलत है ना. ठीक है. Now, let us see some type of questions which are going to be asked in the board examination, and ये बहुत आएगा, ये आएगा ही. ठीक है. If they are asking from the rate flags question, then you will see this type of question. Please write. For a reaction to A plus B, or a reaction to A plus B giving C, the rate of reaction is given by R, it is equal to A into the concentration of A into the concentration of B. Number 1 सवाल, what will happen? से एक सेकंड, उसको नंबर 1 नहीं लिखते हैं. What will happen to the rate of reaction when, number 1, when A is doubled. A is doubled. ठीक है. When A is doubled and B है आपके पास, sorry, second B is tripled. ठीक है. हम दो तरीका बताएंगे आप लोग को. पहले the long method है ना, how to do it है ना, what actually is happening here. So please leave your pen aside, don't write anything, just listen. Keep your mic on to answer. First question is that what will happen to the rate of reaction when A is doubled? So before A is doubled, A would be only A. Correct, guys? We are having two cases. What will happen? एक तो normal case हो जाएगा. Normal case, nothing is doubled, nothing is tripled. So some A is present, some B is present. Reaction is happening. Then you will double it. So you are having two reactions. Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. Two different cases, two different experiments. ये बात समझ में? सबसे पहले यही समझना. Even तो ये कंसेप्ट है ना, दिक्कत हो जाती है. सर आरएम कहाँ से आ गया? अरे कुछ तो था तभी तो उसको डबल कीजिएगा. बात, all of you are understanding this? Yes or no? Please tell me. Aliza, Deborah, Hafsa, Tarif, and Shahid. Please tell me,
Yes,
if you
sir.
don't have anything, how will you double it? Zero runs कैसे double कीजिएगा? You would have something earlier and then only you can double it. Okay. First of all, I will write R1. R1, it is equal to K when the concentration of A is A, when the concentration of B is B. Fine. Now what we are doing, we are doubling what? We are doubling A. So the rate will change and it will become equal to K. Now the concentration of A is 2A and the concentration of B is B. B को कुछ नहीं हुआ. Nothing has happened to B. We have got two equations, number 1 and number 2. Now I will do 2 by 1. Please see what happens then. 2 by 1, that means R2 divided by R1 will be equal to, what is R2? K into the concentration of A, that is 2A, into the concentration of B, that is B, divided by K into the concentration of A into the concentration of B. So from here you can easily see that what you can see, B will be getting cancelled by B, B will be getting cancelled by B.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
सुन लीजिए पहले.
Actually, here the origin. Sir.
आप सुनते नहीं है. I said सुन लीजिए पहले.
Okay.
सुन लीजिए पहले, उसके बाद ठीक है। ऐसे इंटरप्ट नहीं किया जाता है फिर, ठीक है ना। कीप, आप हाथ रेस कर दीजिए, हम पूछ लेंगे आपसे। We will cancel B and B, and then what will happen? A and A will get cancelled. See, what is 2A actually? R2 will be equal to 2 into the concentration of A divided by the concentration of A, R2 by R1. So A and A will get cancelled, and you will get R2. It is equal to 2 into R1. Yes. Now, if you are telling me, Pia, what was your doubt? हो गया, ठीक हो गया। क्या था, पूछिए जरा। There was some doubt, na? Tell me the doubt at least. If it is clear, no problem. I'm asking what was the doubt. Yes, Pia, what was the doubt?
So actually here the original equation is 2a plus b, right? So originally it is doubled. So if a
Wait a
is
second.
doubled
Wait
means
a second. Who is saying it
up.
is originally it is double? ये तो यहाँ पे इन्होंने एक्सप्रेशन दिया हुआ है ना आपको, ये है ना रेट इक्वेशन। तो आपको हमने एक बार
For
बताया
that
था ना, अभी
it
सुनिए।
won't be 2a.
इन्होंने दिया है ये भाई, दिस इज एक्सपेरिमेंटली डिटरमाइंड। I said na, chemical equation has no relationship with this particular rate expression. Whatever numbers you see in the chemical equation that are not there in the rate expression.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Just the chemical species, what you are going to identify, what are the reactant, that's it. Because this is
Okay, sir.
theoretical, this is completely theoretical, this is experimental. That is why it has been given कि ये है। बात समझ में आ रही है?
Okay, sir.
Okay, see here. First thing is that this expression, this equation is not related to the rate expression. Okay, whatever numbers, at least mathematically speaking, it is not related. If you speak qualitatively about what are reactants and products, then it is, yeah, for sure it is related. If you speak only qualitatively, what is the reactant? But if you are going to speak for numbers, then numbers in the chemical equation are not related to the numbers in the rate law expression. Rate law expression is completely experimentally determined. Now let us see what happens if I do. If you see in the A case, then from here we can reduce the steps. We can reduce the steps and we can logically frame a formula. That's not a formula, please remember. Formula nahi hai, but yeah, from here what we can shorten some of the steps. Please see what is getting cancelled. The K is getting cancelled. So I will first of all write it like this. R2 will be equal to something multiplied by R1. So here B2 will, when B is tripled, then R2 will be equal to something that is multiplied by R1. Okay. R1 into something will be there. R1 into something will be there. Now please see here, guys. Now what I need to see here is like B and B is getting cancelled, so I don't need to write B. What is B? B is not getting changed. B was not getting changed. B is same. Only A is doubled, so B is getting cancelled. Here B is tripled. That means A is not going to change. So there will be no part of A here. So what we can write next? Next we can see. K and K is also getting cancelled. So I will write K को भी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. I don't need to write K. Now what is changing? Whatever is changing, so change is represented by delta to its power. That means to its power m or n, whatever the order of B is. ठीक है, यहाँ पे सुनिए, इस फॉर्मूले में you try to plug this in this formula, then what you will get, R2 it is equal to R1 multiply what happened to B. B was double triple क्या हो गया? B was क्या लिखा है बताइए? B is
tripled.
So what number represents tripled?
3.
3. And what is the order of B? What is the order of B? B पे power क्या है? 1, right? B पे power 1 है ना? If there is no power, that means it's 1 power, right? So B पे power 1 है तो 1 हो जाएगा. So I will write R2. It is 3 times of R. So whenever you see a question of A is double, B is triple, then you will use this type of formula that R2 is equal to R1 multiplied by whatever is changed to its power. Okay, so if you have changing two things, then you will, whatever is changed to its power, it will be multiplied to R1. Whatever is changed to its power will be multiplied in the R1 to get R2. This is the long method, as you can see. I know you can do this by this method also. If you ask me about boards, then boards में आप बस अगर B is triple ना, आपने ये कुछ नहीं दिखाया. You did not write anything, and you just wrote B is rate will be tripled. Rate will be tripled. You will get complete marks. I'm not talking about your school. I'm not talking about your term one. I'm not talking about pre-boards. I'm talking about the CBSE boards. That is my guarantee. If you write rate will be tripled without showing any steps, you will get the complete marks. Without showing whatever method you have applied, because this is not maths also. This is just logic. ना B को ट्रिपल करेंगे तो B का रेट क्या हो जाएगा? ट्रिपल हो जाएगा. डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है. This is directly proportional. It will be tripled. है ना? So you don't need to show steps also. Fine. Now, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि सर इतने छोटे में लिखेंगे मार्क्स मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, you will get marks, complete marks, even if you don't show anything. That is my guarantee in the board examination. Fine. So please write this down. Then you will do plenty of question on this particular concept. सबको समझ में आया? हाँ या ना सब बताएं. अलीजा, डेबोरा, फिया, हफ्सा,
Yes, sir.
तारिफ, शाहिद. Yes. If you still have doubt, please raise your hand. We will do a question in which I will discuss. If you have still doubt, please raise your hand. अगर अभी भी आपको नहीं समझ में आया, कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा है, if you are not getting confidence in this type of question, please raise your hand. ठीक है, सबके पास all of you are confident about it, so we can start. All of you wrote this down, yes or no? Please tell me. सबने लिख लिया? Is anyone still writing? Is anyone still writing? Still writing. ठीक है, fine. In this question, this has been asked in PYQ, and it's been two part hai, but we have not studied the second part, so you will only answer the first part. You will only answer the first part. Forget whatever here it is written. So, give you the question. For a reaction A plus B giving product, the rate is given by K A B square. K A B square. How is the rate of reaction affected if the concentration of B is doubled? So what you will write? R2, it is equal to R1. Is equal to R1 multiplied by whatever is changed to its power. So whatever is changed, B is changed. So B कैसा change हो रहा है? जो change हो रहा है उसको लिखिए, उसके power लगा दीजिए and tell me the answer in the chat quickly. Whatever is changing, try to plug in that. Write the answer. अब ये छोटा मेथड इस वजह से बता रही है, 1 मार्क्स का सवाल आएगा, ठीक है ना? इसमें आपको 30 सेकंड भी नहीं लगाने. Yes, Aliza, correct, very good. Yes, Shahid, correct, very good. No, Tarif, wrong answer. Tarif, wrong answer. Deborah, you are having a problem here. Deborah, you are having problem. Please tell me quickly. Priya, what about you? No, Hafsa, wrong. ठीक है, चलिए देखिए. Hafsa, turn your mic on. Deborah, turn your mic on. Priya, turn your mic on. Everyone has answered. Deborah has not answered. Deborah, turn your mic on quickly. Hafsa. Deborah, please turn your mic on. See here, guys. What is being changed? What is being changed? Na, bataiye to. What is being changed?
B,
Tell
sir.
me.
B.
B. Okay. And how it is changing? Double, triple, quadruple, half. What is happening to B?
2B.
Double.
Double.
Double. So double, it means what is the number for double?
2.
2B.
2B नहीं लिखेंगे 2. वही तो हम यहाँ पे so जो number है वो लिखना है. What is changing? 2. And what is the order of B? What is the n for B?
2.
2. So R2 will be equal to 4R1. No? मतलब नहीं है. Yes, Hafsa, Fia, Deborah, you got the right
Yes,
answer,
sir.
correct? Got it? Right, next question. Now, this is very important. A rate of reaction is second order with respect to its reactant. That means some reaction is happening. A is giving you some product. And the rate is equal to K into the concentration of A. And what is the power? Tell me, guys, what is the power according to the question? A to the power. What is the order of A? What is the order of the reactant according to the question? No one can see, no one can
2.
read. Of 2, so A square. So first question is, how will its reaction rate be affected if the concentration of its reactant is doubled? And the next is reduced to half. So double ka number likhega, again same thing. R2 will be equal to R1 multiplied by whatever the change is to its power. Okay, so whatever is changing, so if it is having double, so you will write 2. Half means 1 by 2. Please write this down. Send the answers for 1 and 2 quickly. Yes, Priya, first one is correct. Write the next one. Yes, Priya, both the answers are correct. Very good, Priya. Lisa, both the answers are correct. Sophia, I hope now you can understand. It won't even take 30 seconds, right? Hmm. Yes. Tarif, correct. Very good, Tarif, correct. Aliza, both of your answers, Shahid, both of your answers are correct. Aliza, both of your answers are correct. Deborah, yeah, I can understand what you're trying to say, but it will be better if you write the complete expression. Hai na? But your answers are correct. I can understand that. Hafsa, I have not got answer from you. Hafsa, I have not got answer from you. Hafsa, what happened? Hafsa? Oh, Hafsa, tell me. Hello, am I audible, guys? Alisa, am I audible? I'm not audible. Hello, guys, am I audible? Yes or no?
Sir, I send you the answers.
Why you don't reply, Hafsa? Is my voice lagging or something?
No, sir, I had a connection problem.
Write another one. फर्स्ट पार्ट इसका छोड़ दीजिए सबसे यार आंसर करेक्ट बाय द वे फर्स्ट पार्ट छोड़ दीजिए इसका ठीक है ना reaction is second order in A and first order in B. So you will write the rate law expression R is equal to K, A का power कितना होगा B का power, what is the power of A, what is the power of B, it is written in the statement. Okay. Then how is the rate affected on increasing the concentration of A by 3 times? How is the rate affected when the concentration of both A and B are double? ठीक है चलिए स्टार्ट हो जाइए.
Sir, we have to send the solution and the direct answer.
You can send me the direct answer, don't, no problem. Okay. And if you want me to see the solution of how you have done it, then please send me on over WhatsApp. Okay. First one is correct. Yeah, and Shahid, first one is correct. Deborah is given the second one. Deborah, can you send me the solution? ये क्यों लिखा है फिया आपने? Why you have written K there? Yes, Fiya. Fiya, am I audible? अच्छा, गलती से ठीक है, अरे हम पूछ रहे हैं भाई, टाइपो लिख दो ना, सॉरी नहीं कह देते। हाँ ठीक है चलेगा, टाइपो हो गया। अलीसा फर्स्ट वाला ये कौन सा है? फर्स्ट वाला सेकंड वाला? अलीसा नंबर लिख दिया, सॉरी बोथ। R1, ये यार R1 कुछ तो लिख दिया करो अलीसा। ठीक है चलिए देखते हैं जरा, लेट अस सी हियर गाइस।
But I've written
I don't know it is right, Deborah, I will just see. What Alisa, what are you saying?
R1.
राइटिंग आ रहा है। अरे यार माइक थोड़ा ऑन करके रखा करो तुम लोग यार, स्पेस बार से बात करते कुछ आधी आवाज आती है, आधी कट के रह जाती है। मेरा यहाँ दिमाग खराब होता है, क्या बोल के चलो। देखिए इधर, देखिए 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 देखिए, सी here guys, see. Reaction is second order in A and first order in B. That means R it is equal to, बोले K, concentration of A to the power, concentration of A to the power
2.
and B to the power. Hafsa, you will send me your answer on WhatsApp. Hafsa, please send your answers on WhatsApp, okay?
1, sir.
Okay, sir.
So number 1. R2, it is equal to R1 multiplied by whatever the change is to its power. Whatever the changes is to its power. So R1 multiplied by change. What is changing here? When the concentration of A is 3 times. That means it is
3,
tripled.
sir.
So 3 to the power of 3. And what is the order? Order is 2. So R2 will become 9R1. R2 will become 9R1. Okay. Next, second question is saying R2 it is equal to R1 multiplied by what is happening, how the rate is affected when the concentration of both A and B are doubled. So A is doubled. So 2 to the power 2 multiplied by only 2 to the power 1. This is for A and this is for B. So R2 will be equal to R1 multiplied by 2 to the 4 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 8R1. Now Hafsa, how did you get 16? You must have put 2 here, ना? क्योंकि अभी तक सब जगह 2 चलता आ रहा. So you wrote 2 there also, right, Hafsa? What did you do? Send the answers quickly.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do that? Tell me, Hafsa. You have to see now
Sir,
what is
by
the power.
mistake.
By mistake. But you know now that it should be 1.
Yes, sir.
Now please see next. यहाँ पे ना एक सवाल था क्योंकि हमने आपको ना मत लिखिए. Okay, please see. आप उन्होंने कहा डिफरेंशियल रेट इक्वेशन, हाँ डिफरेंशियल रेट इक्वेशन लिखने के लिए, so it's very easy. Rate is equal to change in the concentration of A divided by change in time. And they have also said in this first statement that rate it is equal to K into the concentration of A square into the concentration of B. So you just equate both of these. So sorry, this will be minus B minus dA upon dt will be equal to K into the concentration of A square into the concentration of B. Okay. Or you can just write this part also. If a differential rate equation is this part also. Okay. So don't worry about it. Or this one, it's both the same. Okay. This is also rate now. What is this? This is rate only. So that's the same thing that we have written here. Now moving on, please see next topic, that is rate constant. So what is rate constant? The k that we have seen now in all of these rate law expression, that is the rate constant. Okay, now when we talk about rate constant, the most important thing about rate constant is its units. Okay. So write first of all, please write here. What is rate constant? So R it is equal to k into the concentration of A to the power n and B to the power m. No, or P or Q. लेके चलते P और Q चलते हैं P or Q. Now whenever we define a constant, please don't write anything. Listen to me very carefully. This is something that we will be using in all the lectures. Even in physics, we are going to use this. Whenever we define constant, what do? We plug in the value 1 for whatever variable is present on that side. So please see, k is present on the right hand side. So right hand side means whatever variable you have, that is concentration of A and concentration of B, you will plug in the value 1 there. So 1 to the power of anything, it is equal to 1, and 1 to the power of anything, P will be also equal to 1, Q will be also equal to 1. So when I plug in the values as 1 and 1, then what is going to happen? R will be equal to K. So what is rate constant? Rate constant, please write, rate constant is the rate of reaction, when concentration of each reactant is 1 mole per liter, or 1 molar is 1 molar. So when we plug in 1, we will get what is rate constant? Rate is the rate reaction when the concentration of each reactant is 1 mole per liter. Now please see here, units of rate constant. So the units of rate constant, it will depend on the order of reaction. It will depend on the order of reaction. First of all, please see here. If you have here, I am going to write the order. So let us suppose order it is equal to 0. Then the rate law expression will be the rate law will be equal to R, it is equal to K into the concentration of A to the power 0. So this will become what? R will be equal to K. So from here we can say that because A to the power 0, it is equal to what? A to the power 0 is equal to 1. Whatever, if you have anything to the power 0, even whatever units is present now, that will also become what? Equal to 1 only. So A to the power 0 will be finished. It is not dependent on the concentration. So from here you can see that the rate of reaction and the rate constant will have the same units. Both of them will have the same units. And what is the unit of R? Unit of R is mole per liter per second. And here I have what? Here I have K, and its particular unit will also become the same thing. Unit will be equal to moles per liter per second. Now let us see the case when n is equal to 1. When n is equal to 1, I can write now K it is equal to R divided by the concentration of A, whatever the power n is. Okay, na? So here, wait a second. R it is equal to K into the concentration of A to the power 1 because the order is equal to 1. So K will be equal to rate divided by the concentration of A to the power 1. Now we'll plug in the values of unit. So R is mole per liter per second divided by A is moles per liter. So mole and mole will cancel, liter inverse cancel. You will get the unit as second inverse only. When the order is 1, the unit is second inverse. The unit is second inverse. When n it is equal to 2, in this second order reaction, then R it is equal to K into the concentration of A to the power 2. So K will be equal to R upon the concentration of A to the power 2. Now I will plug in the values of unit. So mole per liter per second divided by mole square liter minus 2 to the power minus 2, and you will have mole square and liter to the power minus 2. So what will happen, please see, one of the, see, this minus 2 will go above and this 2 will go above. Okay, so you will get it like this: mole to the power 1 minus 2 liter minus 1 plus 2, because it is getting above now. So 2 minus 2 has become minus 2 and minus 2 became plus 2. Second inverse is as it is. This will be equal to mole inverse liter second inverse. Mole inverse liter second inverse. This is the unit when you are in, when the order of the reaction it is equal to 2. When the order of the reaction it is equal to 2. Now there is something that I want you guys to just see. Order will be equal to power of L plus 1. If they have given you the units, now, if they have given you the units and they ask you to identify, the order of reaction, then you will just look at the power of L. Please see here, guys, please see. Here the power of L, it is equal to what? Minus 1. You add plus 1, you will get 0. And what is 0? 0 is the order of reaction. Here, what is the power of L? So, यहाँ तो L है ही नहीं. That means the power of L is equal to 0. L to the power 0, it is equal to 1. Now, that is why we have nothing here. So 0 plus 1 will be equal to 1. And this is what? This is the order of the reaction. See here, liter to the power how much? No power, sir. No power means 1 power. That means 1 plus 1 will be equal to 2. 1 plus 1 will be equal to 2. That is the order of reactions. See, ये तो trick हो गई. Something that you need to remember is, in general unit of K, that means the rate constant क्या है? Please see. Mole to the power 1 minus n, या फिर आप ऐसे लिख लीजिए सीधा, moles per liter whole to the power 1 minus n. ठीक है, second inverse. Sorry, वो moles per liter होगा, moles per liter. Concentration की unit moles per liter to the power 1 minus n, second inverse. And what is n? N, it is equal to order of reaction. Okay. If they give you order and ask you to write the unit, then use this formula. If they give you order बताया आपको, they have given you the order. Okay, they have given you the order and they're asking unit. Then you will say this. If they give you the unit and then ask you the order, तो ये कीजिएगा power of L plus 1. बात समझ में आ रही है सबको? आया? All of you understood what to do? Yes or no? Aliza, Deborah, Fia, Hafsa, and Tarif Shahid.